close to a stream in my life. Hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully it's not all crashed and burned. I am super excited to be spending the next hour here with you, celebrating your achievements and everything that has gone on within the hacker community. But I need a favor from all of you. If you haven't already, go check in at hackp.ac/INIT party. I also want you to go and tweet us your highlights of the year using hashtag MLH INIT. It's going to be an awesome, awesome hour. We're going to be taking a look at your favorite stream highlights, the amazing demos you built, as well as messages from some people you definitely know. But before we do that, I think it's time to go and take a look at some stream highlights. So go check in, and I'll see you back in a couple of minutes. We're going to go see some stream highlights, and then I'll be right back to go and chat with some of you. I want to see you in chat, right? I want to see what you're thinking. See you in a sec. Oh my god, it's the word about Ryan Swift.
Oh my god, stop. That
you have to describe Ryan Swift, friends. Describe Ryan Swift and friends.
I get it. I got it.
No, not bad. The other one. The other word.
Sad?
Old.
Oh my god, I guess dad. I really hope he's not watching.
Please do not tell Ryan Swift that.
Reminds you of Major League Banking. Is that the stream I did where I literally just turned up and made it up as I went along? Like, by that point, I'd done so many of them. Like, I know what I'm doing here. He says with false confidence.
He's lying.
He's like, oh, you should watch the leaderboard update today. So they're all going to roll into just a bunch of pineapples being spammed in chat. So classic, excellent work. Lahaj gang, I love the initiative here. We'll get this one other guild's message in here just to balance things out. Yeah, I saw Michael posting in Twitch chat telling Mara to go check the Lahaj gang Discord real quick, and I was immediately suspicious, especially given that today is April Fool's. I was like, all right, what's going down here?
There is cow language. And now chat has decided that you are all cows. I see how it is. I see how it is.
That was a woman. And then... And Adam... Oh my god, Adam. Adam, what the heck? Why do you do this to me? And then Samarthya drew me. That's a very good drawing of me. Now you get the blonde hair very well. And of course we end up from eyes to Steven. Oh my gosh. That...
Yeah, it does.
No.
Now you realize why you did fail at this?
No.
Here's your thing and here's what Bob Ross has made. I don't think it is even near to it. Like Tanesh was totally right. It is not even near. Anyway.
What can I do? I got a bad instructor at the beginning.
Sure. You can definitely blame it to me.
Drainboy asks, where can I get a Blahaj? hackp.ac/Blahaj. It will go to your local IKEA store.
RIP headphone users once more, but that's okay. That's all right.
Sounds like everybody wants to hear it. All right, let's see. Let's see if I can make this work. Up.
Yeah, you all had an awesome year, didn't you? I'm curious, what was your favorite? What was that? Says Ezra about Nick. I agree. What was that? Nick was having an interesting one. He was definitely vibing. But I'm curious, what was your highlights of the year? Let me know in chat. You know, we're going to be celebrating them all over the next hour. And you know, there were some amazing things that happened on stream. As a quick spoiler, we will be showing you some more stream highlights a little bit later on at the very end of the stream. Tons and tons of people saying, you know, there's only one true highlight, Lahaj. The geoguesser, the cow language, tons. Aaron saying Nick was his highlight of the year. Is this real Jack or is this Twitch highlight Jack? This is real Jack, this is me live. And there was so many amazing things that's happened over the last year though. And I am absolutely astounded by like everything we managed to get done. You know, we had a watch party, we've had Chrome Dino doing tongue twisters. I think that was with Sashrika. Yeah, Sashrika's an awesome person. I think she's on another one of those stream highlights in a bit actually. VJ says MLH was the highlight. I'm so glad to hear that. So, you know, local hack day and INIT is all about celebrating you, and INIT party is especially about celebrating you. So, you know, I've got some really cool people coming up on stream today. You know, the first one is someone you probably know. She's called Mara. I don't know if you've ever heard of her, but she's on Twitch quite a lot. She's pretty awesome. And Mara is going to be giving you some motivational advice, talking about the hackathon season. And then we're going to have some hacker highlights. We're going to be talking all about, you know, what they've got up to this season. Thank you to everyone who did send in a video. Super, super appreciated from all of you. Now, while you're watching these, I want a favor from all of you, okay? You know, some of you sent videos in to be shown here on INIT Party, but even if you haven't shared a video, if there's someone who's really impacted you in the last hackathon season, whether that's Ryan Swift, whether it's Hannah, whether it's Lahaj, no matter who it is, I want you to go and give them a thank you while you're watching this segment, because they are awesome. And let's go and take a look.
For the past 15 months, we as hackers have been able to experience what it's like to hack digitally. I remember my last in-person hackathon, Athena Hacks, where we had half of the people attending physically with all the free snacks, and we also had half the people attending digitally watching workshops via a live stream. That was the last time I saw a hacker face to face. Since then, we've been propelled into this digital hacker community that covers the entire world. With the first digital hackathon being 3 weeks long called Hack Quarantine, we're able to have teams that aren't centered around being in the same physical location, and now we're able to diversify teams in a way that hasn't been possible before. I, as an American, can work with someone who's based in the UK, based in India. With the digital hackathon style, hackers no longer have to worry about transportation from point A to point B. They don't have to ride in a car, a train, a bus, an airplane to go to a hackathon. All they have to do is wake up in the morning. They don't even have to get out of bed. They just put their laptop in front of them, open it up, and see Discord, hop in Slack. They're there. This past year, I've made more online friends in my teenage life than when I was 12 and on Tumblr. I feel like that's not appropriate. I don't know if it is, like, put it on there. If you're someone a part of the hacking community, which, if you're watching this, you are. See that? I broke the fourth wall. If you're watching this, you are. So make sure that you take the next opportunity to go to a digital hackathon. It doesn't matter if you don't want to code a project. Go attend a free workshop that you wouldn't have access to before. This is your time to experience as many hackathons as possible and take advantage of this digital space. Because soon we'll go back to in-person, and who knows if we'll have all the beautiful opportunities that we've had this time around. Jack, if you want me to re-record anything, let me know. So I'll probably wear this fit for the whole day.
Hi everyone, I'm Tiffany from Lahaj Gang. My Discord username is Tifrico if you're wondering. I am a student at MIT studying electrical engineering and computer science. I'm currently an undergrad and I'm going to be going into my 4th year and hopefully my last. And I guess something I really enjoyed this past 2021 hacker season is just honestly all the friends I've made throughout. I've done a number of hackathons in the past, but I don't think I got super involved in them until pretty recently with local Hack Day Share and just joining Lahaj Gang as a guild and just continuing to be active in it for the past few months and going to hackathons almost every weekend and just finding it really exciting and fun. I think that's pretty much my favorite part of being a hacker is just the community I've found, especially in the Lahaj Gang, but also just the MLH community in general. And well, yo Lahaj! This is a knockoff Lahaj, but in spirit. We love Lahaj.
Hello everyone, my name is Ashwin Kumar Uppala. I am a hacker from India. My first hackathon was Local Hack Day Share back in March, and since then I am just in love with this community, majorly hacking and all other communities out there. I love hacking, I love taking part in teams, hacking together, and I've tried mentoring hackathons, even judged one, although judging is very hard, I'll tell you. So INIT has been mind-blowing. It's been just 2 days and I just want to attend every session, although that's not possible. And thanks to the MLH team, thanks to all of you guys and the guilds, of course. Because of that, it's an amazing experience. It's funny that in these 3 months I'm having so much fun. Wonder what will happen in this whole new season. I'm just looking towards it. So that's it from my side. Bye bye. Peace.
Hi everyone, my name's Nicholas. You can also call me Nico or Mr. Sin on Discord. I'm currently hacking from Texas, and so far it's been a blast. MLH has done an amazing job making workshops super easy to follow along, even for those who are new to the world of developing, and the challenge I've enjoyed the most so far would probably be the create a starter kit for someone else. I've never messed with HTML or Bootstrap in my life. HTML has always just been that garbage on the inspect page that I've just gone through blindly. But now, not only do I have a decent grasp on it, I can play around with it and make something on my own, and that's awesome. I hope everyone's enjoying INIT and keeps going to some awesome events and hackathons throughout the upcoming season.
Hi everyone, I'm Bailey, a hacker based out of Canada. I can say that 2021 is the best hackathon seasons I've ever had. Like, I get to know the hackers from around the world, like such as Adams from Lives of Men, Jacklyn from US, and VJ's News Astros like from India, and a lot more. During the 2021 hackathon seasons, I get to learn different tech stacks, such as React, Google Cloud, Firebase, a lot more, like app development. So there are some people that I would like to shout out that inspire me to learn about them. So for example, Mihad inspired me to learn about Unities, Michael inspired me to learn about Google Cloud, Firebase, Jack inspired me to learn about web scrapings, Hannah inspired me to learn about data visualizations, and an American Sign Language. Nathan inspired me to learn about React and app development. Yeah, although 2021 hackathon season has passed, but I'm ready for the 2022 hackathon seasons and for the Plahaj gang to be #1 again. So I think that's it. Bye.
Hi everyone, this is Rahili Bhattacharya from India. My hackathon journey started with MLH LSD Build 2021. After build finished, I joined Hack Your Portfolio on that weekend on January 2021 and won the Google Cloud category with the Parkland Academy backpack and some awesome stickers and masks from MLH. Also, there is a fun story. I have name initials with AB, and to match that with Jacklyn's initials JB, on a fun day she gave me a name Plahaj rhyming with Plahaj, and I love that totally. Currently I have 6 hackathon winnings in my bag, and all the credit goes to MLH for introducing the new me to myself. So a lot of thanks to MLH from Aheli Akas Lahasvi. Thank you.
There are so many awesome people featured on there, and that is not all. We have more awesome people coming up in just a little bit, so do not worry. We're only 15 minutes into the INIT party. We have over 45 minutes of awesome highlights over the last season. Tons of you saw people you knew in chat, but tons of you awesome people shouted out, people during your videos. I'm curious, let me know in chat. Is there anyone you would like to shout out for what they've done in the season, for you, for someone else, for the community? I'm really, really curious. In case you missed it, earlier today we announced the MLH Top 50. You can see the full list at top.mlh.io. And over on there, they featured 50 of the top hackers here at Major League Hacking. They have done an amazing job creating that list, so a big shout out to Emily and everyone else who was involved with that. Got people shouting out Nathan, boy, I presume means Dongle Boy. We got the Hardware King, got me, that's way too nice. We got so many people shouting out awesome people though. And, you know, the impact which you can have on other people in this community is insane. So, you know, make sure you are helping others. During INIT, it is one of the amazing things you can do. You can meet new people with your guild. You can go and do challenges together and have fun. And so if you haven't already had a go at doing one of the challenges here at INIT, you need to. We've got shout outs for so many people. We've got Sasharika getting a shout out. One for Astral Athena, a design goddess. Aditya just got one. Spoiler alert, Aditya is coming up in just a bit here on a INIT party. Adam also got one, who is also going to be on a INIT party. Got so many awesome people though getting shouted out, and I am so happy to be here celebrating each and every one of you. And Ezra is here shouting out our season mascot. Early today, Swift went and announced the new season mascot along with a load of other changes. You can go see them all at twitch.tv/MLH in the bod section. You can take a look. But next up, I'm going to be taking a chat with RUHacks, the amazing team behind it, and their highlights of the last year, as well as looking at some of your demos. So take a look at this.
Hi, I'm Annie,
Hey, I'm Johnny.
and we were the old co-chairs of RUHacks 2021. And we are just going to chat about our hackathon experience and just some of our favorite projects and things like that.
Yeah, and I mean, we've been doing RU Hacks for a while now. This was actually our third year together on the team. And although we co-chaired before 2019 for a physical event, the last two have obviously been online due to the COVID-19 pandemic. But we have seen a lot of really, really cool stuff at our hackathon, and we're super excited to talk about that with you today.
The coolest thing we saw at our event, I think we actually have the same thing.
So they were called Accessilearn VR, and it was really cool to see what they were doing because you don't really see that many VR projects that are as polished as the one we got. And, you know, it was really cute. I just really liked the cutesy style.
I really liked it, yeah.
Yeah, so our first Swift winner this year, Accessilearn, once again, was just awesome, and I really enjoyed seeing it. I think in terms of like all that UX stuff, it's nice to see that people were considerate of participants and the judges as well, just to make sure that it looks good in a demo. I liked how much focus there was this year on that.
It was just really good, and the winner of our UX UI was Hotspotter. That was a really good project. It had to do with COVID-19 and like trying to find places for like vaccination and things like that. Not only was it like visually appealing, it was actually following like design principles.
Yeah, and I think like even in terms of all these principles and stuff, it was really cool because I think digital has given a lot of people the ability to learn things on their own and sort of democratize a lot of information over time. Because I think like in physical events, it's been cool, but like we try to focus on things that can be practically taught within the spot of 1 hour. Whereas what I liked about the digital events is that we had more space for fun stuff. And hackers were really appreciative of that, I think. Like we had an accessibility workshop, and hackers really did think about accessibility this year for a lot of their projects. Yeah, and actually, well, that's something I've noticed is some teams that formed at our UHacks have actually seen them participate in other hackathons later on. So it's cool to see people. Yeah, and actually, you know what I've also noticed? A lot of younger hackers this year especially.
Yeah, we had so many high schoolers, and we would send each other screenshots like, look at all the stuff they did, and they're 14, like what? Yeah, it was just really cool.
My ego took a hit. I'm just like, well, I didn't know React when I was in grade 10. That's crazy.
Yeah, we're like graduating engineering, and we're like, yeah, we don't know these languages. And
I'm really happy that they're doing this much, especially when they're participating this often, because I feel like, you know, it might not be the ideal summer for a lot of kids, especially you know, going out and whatever and going to camps. But if they're learning a lot and they're doing this for their future, and I'm super happy that we could have helped them to grow and to improve their code base.
Yeah, and like for us as well, we get to learn a lot from people who are not always from the city we're from as well. We got a really good chance to talk to people from a lot of different countries, actually, a lot of different continents, some continents we've never touched before through RUHacks. So that was really exciting. And just hearing different perspectives of like other hackathon organizers during the event who were participating in our event. They gave us some good ideas, some good feedback, and we're excited to see how RUHacks grows next year as well.
Yeah, it was honestly a super cool season, and I mean, when we first started, I think we were all a little bit skeptical of how it would go, but it went way beyond my expectations. Like the amount of amazing conversations and people that we've met, people that I still talk to this day, that I honestly would never have met otherwise if this wasn't a digital year. It's cool.
You feel less connected, but also more connected. I don't know how to describe
it's crazy.
it. Yeah. But yeah, that was a great year for us.
Shout out to Jacklyn and to Hoodle Shark Friends.
Yeah.
All right. Bye, everyone. We hope you enjoyed your hackathon season, and to see you next time at the next hackathon 2021-2022 season, whatever they call it, you know.
Just next year. Okay.
Just next year.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
But I think my name is fine.
You're okay with having your name on this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe. I mean, if yeah.
Here we go. Vikram is now going to do another demo.
So basically, I just lost her pong, and then this happens.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I have never seen something so impressive in my life. How are you feeling about your life right now?
Kind of like how I feel about this. Pointless but cool.
With an Arduino Uno, a USB cable, a lot of cardboard, and zero clue about what we were doing, we created a smart pet feeder that brings yummy to the tummies of every corgi.
We spent most of Saturday morning learning how the electronics worked on the Arduino using Tinkercad.
Our hack was actually fairly simple, but also oddly complex. We used an Arduino Uno board, which is connected to a breadboard with a button and LED lights, and then connected to a relay, which connected to a motor, which made the magic happen.
So you can select the type of color blindness that you face, and as you can see, the color scheme of the website automatically gets adjusted according to the comfortability of the user. As of now, we have configured our browser extension for 8 different types of color blindness. We use JavaScript to tweak the CSS properties of a website, and our browser extension works on any website in the internet.
This weekend we decided to hack a chair, inspired by the fact that most of us have been living under work from home and lockdown conditions in these unprecedented times that have been going on for a year and a half. Inspired by this, we decided to build a chair, or well, rather hack a chair, so that it could give us some negative reinforcement whenever we decided to slouch or procrastinate on our work. You can see right now I have a straight back. However, if I start slouching, I'll trigger this little arm that starts poking me, and you can see that this arm has a little cardboard arrow which can actually be quite annoying alongside the buzzer that's sounding underneath. However, that's not all. If I now start procrastinating while doing the same stuff by, say, going on to Messenger, my laptop would start complaining as well, while the arm continues to poke me.
Stop
and
browsing Messenger.
The buzzer keeps on sounding. And if we stay on longer on these distracting websites,
Browse Messenger later.
the computer would start getting irritated more and more.
Hey, honestly, you need to get back to work. Messenger will not pay the bills.
That was an amazing set of demos. Oh, love it when it breaks like that. That was amazing though. I love seeing all the demos you've created. And if you have gone and made an amazing demo, you know, this year or even like beyond, I would love to go and see what you've created. So go for a link to dev post in Twitch chat. We've unblocked links for this stream. So go and take a look. Messenger will not pay the bills is probably one of the best quotes. There is another amazing quote coming up in just a bit. I did have to bleep bits of it out, but you'll probably get what it meant in just a bit. But everyone, I have enjoyed the last year with you all. It has been amazing. And I think the kind of community's impact over the last year has been astounding. You know, despite the fact we've been in COVID, we've been digital, you know, you've still managed to come and overcome those challenges and build those amazing hacks and beyond. And, you know, it's pretty awesome, right? And we're gonna keep celebrating you all, do not worry, because we have some more of your highlights coming up in just a bit here on stream. And then, you know, we've got some other friends from India as well. Aditya, who represents MLH and of course HackOn as well, is gonna be talking about some of his highlights of the last year, some of his favorite projects as well. Before we get to that point though, I'm really, really curious to hear, we talked about your highlights, but, what was potentially the thing you least expected from this hackathon season that you ended up getting? For me, it was the fact we still got amazing events. Despite the fact everything's digital, loads and loads of events still did crazy things. And I'm curious to hear what you managed to do. So what unexpected thing do you do? Throw it in chat, and while you do, I want to give a big shout out to all the guilds as well. We've got tons of awesome ones, but a giant shout out to DSC, Eddie Hub, and Blahaj Gang, our past 3 winners. And it's still happening, we don't know who's going to win yet. It's looking like Server Monks could overtake Blahaj Gang, but we'll see. But a huge shout out to everyone who has been involved in one of those guilds too. It's awesome to have you, and I've really, really enjoyed it. VJ's least expected thing has been the mini events over the last year. The mini events have been super cool. When we went digital and I was like, oh, no more cup stack, that's really sad. I was really, really disappointed. But, we've come out with these amazing new mini events too. MSP Bob Ross is absolutely legendary. Eddie Hub and Cracking Factory are in chat going and plugging their guilds, just because, coming to recover. But yeah, huge thank you to everyone who joined one of those guilds or a different guild. Having you here at Local Hack Day and INIT is really, really awesome. Yeah, let's go. I cannot wait to show you what's up next, but I'm going to keep talking for another minute or so. If you haven't already, make sure you do go check in. Love it when it starts lagging a bit. Make sure you do go and check in at hackp.ac/INIT party to earn those points for those guilds we were just talking about, or your own guild. And also make sure you're tweeting us using hashtag MLH_INIT. We want to hear you talk about everything that you've been getting up to over the last year. So share your highlights, share your stories, share your favorite thing, your least favorite thing, why you think you should be in the MLH bottom 50. Whatever it is, share it to us because we want to see it. And Emily might go and retweet some of your best bits as well. It's enough of me talking. Let's go and have a look at some of your highlights over the last year. You've told me a lot of them, and there's some less Blahaj Gang this time around. So thank you to everyone who did go and send me videos. And then we're going to hear about everything Aditya has been getting up with HackOn, or HackOn even, so similar names over in India. So let's go take a look. And I am super, super excited to show you all of these.
Hey everyone, this is Rudramada Mishra from Bhubaneswar, India. And I'm a hacker at MLH hackathons. I really enjoyed the 2021 season, but it was a really great fun enjoying in the community, making new friends along the way, and just it was like too much fun and loads and loads of experiences to gain from others, like other skills and like different type of experiences. And I'm looking forward to the 2022 season and looking forward for more hackathons in the season 2022.
Hello everyone, I am Pratham Mishra from Jamshedpur, Jharkhand, and I am a hacker at MLH Hackathons. It's a really nice experience to be surrounded by a lot of amazing and awesome people at the community. I really enjoyed all the sessions conducted by the MLH in 2021. I gained a lot of knowledge and learn a lot of things which are completely new to me. I'm really looking forward to attend such more hackathons conducted by the community in the future.
Hi, I'm Neil and I'm a hacker from India, and for the 2021 hackathon season I was a bit late to the party, but it did inspire me to build new things. My first MLH hosted hackathon, which was Hack Festival, I built a brain-controlled robotic joint. Moving on, I developed Smart Bin, which is an intelligent bin that can segregate biodegradable and non-biodegradable waste. To add to the same list, we developed a rover to clean up junk from beaches, which was in Surf Hacks. So as you've seen a couple of my projects, speaking of Major League Hacking and especially the Blahaj Gang, they did inspire and support me in building new things, and I'm grateful to them for that.
Hey everyone, hope you're all doing well. I am Aditya Obrai, a student at community and hackathon enthusiast from India. I have to say that this last hackathon season has been one of the most different but special seasons that I have ever had the opportunity to be a part of. The hackathon space has really become our comfort space. It's become a very safe community where we feel comfortable going to, where we feel included, where we're able to learn from so many folks everywhere, and it's just that there are so many opportunities which would have been limited. And one of the biggest highlights of this year for me was getting the opportunity to organize HackOn 2.0, a social good focused hackathon which tried to create impact in domains such as mental health awareness, diversity and inclusion, and of course the COVID impact in India. I feel this was very special for me because HackOn in itself had started off as just an initiative between a group of my friends and I, and with this second edition we were able to impact a massive number of folks with over 8,000 registrants. I still remember there was one project called Manobal which was very special because it was an AR enabled solution to help folks with different mental health problems, and a big highlight of this hack was that they were able to implement an AR buddy that you could actually communicate with in real time. That I remember was one of the standout projects, and they were the runner-up of the hackathon as well. And even beyond that, I feel so many folks came together and contributed to this initiative. I can't help but thank all of them. I think we've seen so many amazing folks active in the Major League hacking community throughout this year. And I think some special shout-outs definitely go to folks like Siddharth Dayalwal, Kartikeya Rawat, Eddie Jawda of course, Shrikaran Srinath, Khushi Sharma. These are folks who I just remember off the top of my head, but I've had the opportunity to interact with them, collaborate with them, learn from them. I feel that in this entire season, we've all really come together, if not in person, but definitely in spirit, and it's definitely been very special.
I just want to take a second to acknowledge that, the COVID situation in India, along with many other places, is still not perfect. So stay safe, friends. We're here to support you throughout digital hackathons into the 2022 Hackathon Season 2. It's really, really important to us that, you all stay safe, and that's how we're going to do that. Also, just to acknowledge, the situations in Canada and beyond with the wildfires and also Kamloops, not great. So just stay safe, everyone, into the season, whether you're at a digital hackathon, a physical hackathon, or just having a break. It's really, really important that you stay safe. But now we've got that over with, we've got some awesome stuff coming up next. We've already seen tons of awesome hackathon people talk. It's been a little bit of an omission though here so far. Have you noticed? There hasn't been anyone from the UK on yet, except me, but I'm technically MLH's Canadian coach. And so, coming up next, we've got the wonderful Aaron. You may have heard of him. He's kind of a big deal, allegedly, and he's going to be talking about the UK hackathon scene and all of their achievements over the last year. Yeah, people in chat are like, Aaron, Osha, are you just asking, am I live? I am indeed live. We're also going to be taking a look at what Rowdy Hacks has been getting up to. These are a Texas-based hackathon, and they did something a bit awesome this year, so I'd love to share some of their highlights. As a spoiler, they gave me a 30-minute Zoom video and I had to cut it down into 4 minutes. So that was #TheStruggle. But yeah, I'm really, really happy that we've got a global hacker community right here in chat. Being able to celebrate and acknowledge, all of your achievements over the last year is really, really exciting. And I love the fact that we're here to celebrate all of you. Digital has been not amazing for everyone, but it has opened many doors for many people. Suddenly, women in countries which potentially might not be accepting are able to go to hackathons because they're online. Suddenly, people who are too scared to attend their first hackathon have had the chance to go and attend one because they've not had to go to a building, which might have been a bit scary for all of them. And also, every single one of you, because I think without being digital, we might not have all met each other. I'm really, really glad we did though, and it has been amazing to get to meet all of you. I think, as Mara said earlier, there's so many friends we have all made. That's been like the highlight of the year for me. So many of you who I'd never met in my entire life, and I think if things were physical, I'd never meet you, especially everyone based out of India. I've only ever been to North American and European and UK events. And so being able to meet all of you has been absolutely amazing, and I think it has been a huge highlight of the last year. Of course, everyone has met their own people, and I'm curious, let me know in chat. Let me know one person you're really, really glad to have met over the last year. And just because I'm on stream, that doesn't mean flood everyone with like, Jack, I don't want to hear that. I want to see one person who maybe is someone slightly obscure, who you wouldn't have met without everything going to digital. So let me know in chat. Got people saying Ashwin. You've got Adam. Adam lives on the Isle of Man. I don't think I'd have ever met him because who's ever been to the Isle of Man? We've got Sashrika just sharing the love, which is what we want to see. Visit India. Our girl wants to meet you. We'll have to see what comes up in the coming years. Neil and Tiv are getting shout outs too. Neuromancer's like, I'd have never met any of you about digital hackathons. So while this year was not what we hoped for, at least we got some good out of it. Next up is Rowdy Hacks and then Aaron. So take a look, and I can't wait to show you all of this.
So a highlight for me was definitely Pearl Hacks. It was the first hackathon that I won something at, and it was also a hackathon for women and non-binary identifying people. And so it was really cool to have that level of support, and all the speakers and the workshop presenters, you could tell that they were passionate about women in tech. I had a great team full of people that I've looked up to, other women in tech. So that was for sure a highlight, even though it was virtual, hanging out on Zoom, and there were some pretty funny Zoom backgrounds.
Putting on Rowdy Hacks, it was a lot of fun working with the team and gearing up for that.
Well, you know what, Chris? I'm kind of offended that you didn't mention we worked on a project together.
You could have brought that up before we started recording.
No,
because I had mentioned which hackathon was that?
Just come out, man.
Yeah, and then Anna took what she learned about Twilio and helped us out in our hackathon project. So it helps me out too.
We should probably move on to highlights of our own hackathon, Rowdy Hacks 2021, here in San Antonio.
I absolutely loved the show and tell that we did. There were so many people that participated, and so many people had these niche little items that it was an advantage actually to be at your house or at your desk where you have all these things around you that you can just pull out and show somebody.
With the Bob Ross painting the hackers did, scary. The Octocat, even scarier. But Jacklyn, she might take the cake there. I don't know.
Yeah, I think she put Desiree's thing to share was me, and I had no idea what to do. But I just that was just one of the moments where I don't know, moments like that just kept it interesting, So yeah, I appreciated having Jacklyn there for sure.
What about some cool projects? What are some cool projects you liked from Rowdy Hacks this year?
Erudite, they did a study buddy app, but it was with dragons. I thought it was really cool because they custom drew all of the dragons and all of the logos and all of the study tools. And so I thought that was awesome because you always hear people talk about how you don't have to be interested in tech to do a hackathon, and that was just a perfect example of somebody bringing some other talent that they had that could still be related to tech, and really kind of carrying the project with that creativity.
Yeah, that was definitely a good app and a really cool team. I was completely dead because I basically had not slept to the point of judging. So I watched the things and I judged them somehow, but I cannot really recall them off the top of my head. Look at the. You don't want to stay? No. Okay.
There was one called Bike Buddy where I had some sensors in a motorcycle jacket, and if you crash, the sensors will sense the impact of you hitting the ground and will immediately call the authorities for you.
I was just gonna say, yeah, that's something that when somebody comes up with it, in a hackathon project, it's one of those where I was why didn't I think of that? Or why isn't that a thing already?
Definitely want to give a big kudos to the hackers for making Rowdy Hacks what it was. But virtually, maybe we had 3 or 4 hardware hacks last year, and it jumped to about a dozen this year. And people were making all these cool things from different hardware, virtual reality, the Fab Box, someone even made it. I'm sure Jacklyn's just going to watch this at 2 times speed. We'll go ahead and end it right here before we make it too much long.
Everyone, my name's Aaron. I'm a European coach here based in the UK. Apparently I'm also a big deal over here within the Hackathon community. I don't know. I'm here to talk about awesome stuff that's happened in the UK over the last 12 months of hackathons. I'm going to start by just immediately calling out Hack Quarantine. I know it's a little bit over a year ago, but that was an awesome epic event that started itself here in the United Kingdom and ultimately led us to what a post-COVID hackathon looks like. We've had tons of awesome events that have come back from the dead, have tried through the difficult times of the years past. Some great examples are Hex Cambridge doing a fantastic job starting off the spring season back in January. Massive turnout. Did a really cool approach to try and replicate in-person judging at a digital event. Are You Hacking happened just a week ago over in Reading. That event came back for 2021 and from what I've heard was a fantastic event that we love to be at here at MLH. So massive congrats to them. But there have been over 20 events in the UK over the last year, big and small, and they've honestly made such huge strides in the UK in developing and growing UK hackathon space over the last year, which has been super exciting. Personally, and I'm sure the entire community is really looking forward to the 2021-2022 hackathon season to see how hybrid and in-person events start to take shape again. I've already heard that there are definitely events in the works in the fall and in the spring of next year that are going to be pushing for in-person as a hackathon format, which I honestly can't wait to get back to, but I'm certain that that sentiment can be shared across the entire UK, if not global, hackathon community. We've also seen new coaches join the coaches program here. John and Amy are two big awesome coaches that I want to give a shout out to who've done an awesome job empowering hackers in the UK, both before they were coaches but also now they're also coaches here at Major League Hacking, so massive shout out to them. That said, thanks so much for having me, Jack. I can't wait to see what comes the next hackathon season and see what else is going on here at INIT Party. Thanks so much, folks, and have a good one.
So many awesome memories of the last hackathon season. You know, UK, it's my old place, and I am so glad that, you know, all the cool things they're getting up to are getting showcased here on INIT Party. But, you know, that has been the amazing thing. It has been things happening everywhere around the world that I don't think any of us expected. And so congratulations to literally every single person who has run their own hackathon. You are all awesome, and Sashrika is in chat giving Aaron a shout out. Aaron totally deserves a shout out. I totally agree. Now, it's my last couple of minutes here with you on INIT Party before I have to go and say bye so I can play everything out. But coming up, we've got a little person you might know who lives on the Isle of Man. Yeah, and also some final stream highlights that you all want to see. But Adam did just raise something interesting in chat, and it's been, I joined halfway through. I've been here for years, and I think that is amazing, the impact that all of you have had on us. You know, you feel like longtime friends, and I am amazed at every single thing that you've managed to do. So a big thank you from me. Seriously, you've made my year so much better, and I don't know how to get through it without you all. COVID has sucked, and for some people it sucked even more. But, you know, you have made it so that we've had a good time, even despite the circumstances. So love it when StreamYard crashes. Everything's going well. We'd never get through a INIT Party without everything breaking slightly. You know, it's a hackathon. Hackathons do as hackathons do, and one of the main parts is that something breaks during it. So hey, you know, I'm getting laggier and laggier. I'm just gonna accept this as my fate. That's okay. That's okay. You know, I'm not many FPS. But, you know, if it works, it wouldn't be a hackathon project, would it? Believe it or not, INIT Party was built as a hackathon project. I spent the last week editing stuff for you. So for you, it's not all crashed and burned yet, but if it does, I want a Ryan Swift blaming in chat. Being told to use Control-Alt-Delete. I can't use Control-Alt-Delete. I'm on a Mac. That's not how this works. Okay, before I have to go and say bye, there is one last thing I want to do. And what I wanted to do right now is I want to go and open Discord, and I want you to go into a INIT chat, and I want to get you to give a massive thank you to Ryan and Mary and everyone else who's been involved with MLH INIT. The amount of work that especially Ryan and Mary, as well as many other people have been putting in for the last week, is mind-blowing. So do me a favor, give them a big thank you in chat. And if you haven't already, please go and check in hackp.ac/init party. Earn that little, last minute point for your guild if you haven't already gone and done that. And please tweet us using hashtag MLHINIT. We want to see your highlights of the last year. Init Party is all about celebrating you, and hopefully, you've seen yourself in stream if you submit a video. I used as many as I possibly could have, but there's a lot of you. There's so many of you. So seriously, thank you to every guild who submitted videos, every member who submitted videos, every single hacker who got involved. Congratulations to everyone in the MLH top 50 for this year, and I am so excited for the 2022 Hackathon season. So if you're in Canada, I hope to see you at one of our Canadian events. If you are in not Canada, I hope to see you at a digital event. And I'm going to leave you with the very, very worthy Adam and then some stream highlights. So I'll see you all in just a bit.
Hey friendos, what's up? My name's Adam, and as you can see here, I am from the Isle of Man. But I'm sure that's not where most of you know me from. Most of you probably know me from this guy, because I am from Blahardgang. And, well, Blahardgang, it's a way of living, and there's just so much more to basically any of these Major League Hacking events than you could ever imagine. Not only are there the live streams with Ryan, Mary, Jack, Ayush, Robbie, I could go on and on and on, but it's all about the community. Like, there are so many people I've met from here who just know so much more than I could ever really imagined knowing, and it's like, these are connections that will last forever, and that's just something why I love about the Major League Hacking events such as local hack days and INIT. If there's one thing I would say you should do with anything, it's take part, because the amount of things that I've done that I would never have done if I hadn't just been like, let's go, let's do this. The amount of things I would have missed out on, the amount of opportunities I've taken that if I hadn't taken, I would have really regretted. So just think, if you take part in INIT, you might make a program, you might make a website, you might not even do that. But just think, perhaps you could create a piece of code which senior developers see, and they might say, I want that person. And just like that, you could open a world of opportunity just by making a simple program. I mean, I'm saying this as this happened to me, it hasn't, but it could happen to you. So all I'm going to say is good luck, have fun, and just remember to worship the shark. Enjoy the rest of your INIT. Have a great weekend.
It's just not letting me share. Not this. I want to share. I'm trying to share an odd. Why is this? I don't like Chrome. Yeah, I said it on camera. I do not like Chrome. I hate Chrome.
So, is it pronounced blah AJ? Like blah blah blah? Like just chatting? Obviously, the best one is wind in our chest hair because it has weight. Okay. Blah high. Well, hard. No, it's blah high. It's blah high. Okay, got it. Okay. Got it. Blah Hackathon is #1 right now, just saying. Blah Hackathon? What is that?
And then what should you do after you write your initial solution? Should you ask the interviewer parameter questions? Should you dab because you killed it? I mean, honestly, why not?
Like this thing, right? I don't have memes, Steve. I'm sorry, I'm not.
File that we're working in, we're essentially just gonna delete stuff and write over it and whatever.
Am I streaming from my bed? Maybe. You'll never know. Don't worry. This is just a wooden background. That's all you need to know.
Now we have to cut up the apples. Would your pets be friends with Jack's hamster? I don't know. I mean, I don't think they would dislike each other, but I really can't. I don't know if they would be friends or not. I'm gonna say that's a hard maybe.
If it's not beautiful, I'm gonna be upset. This needs to look absolutely perfectly lifelike. And good luck, friends. You better draw the best. I mean, that's already perfect, Emily. What do you think?
I am struggling to move around on this board.
I mean, I think that already looks like Brian. I don't.
Oh, you know what? It's the eyes. It's definitely the eyes.
I'm impressed that someone with such artistic talent is joining us here for local Hack Day Share.
1 or 2 G's. Okay, send in your version of doggo. If you don't like doggo, do you prefer, what is it, puppers, other things? I think this is a compliment.
Yes, at this point, submission qualifies more like a troll. So I'm sorry, friends, if you thought that you'll get appreciation at this page. The only appreciation you will get is that you did a wonderful job. That's it. Apart from that, we're here to troll.
Do you remember where the Isle of Man is? Isn't it? Is it to the right of England? Of like the main? Is that right? It's in between? Or is it to the left? Listen, I have an American geography education. I'm open about it. I know it's left. I apologize. My bad. Absolutely. And shout out to the Isle of Man here, which I now know is on the left of the United Kingdom. That I've learned over the course of the week.
Walking across crosswalks a lot. And I was like, Will, I feel undignified. I feel like I sweat when I cross the street. This is not fun. And so my goal was like, you know what, Will? You are never gonna run across a crosswalk. You are just gonna walk. You can either stop and just wait for the next green light, or you can just walk at a reasonable pace, and like if you get hit, so be it. And I started crossing crosswalks in a much more relaxed manner, and I haven't stopped.
Ooh, you all have MLH emojis too? Where's Blodge? So I'm currently at home. So what we have in store today is just my dolphin. We got my boy.